We welcome our chief guest for the day, DCP Ms. Monica Bhardwaj ji. Most welcome, ma'am, to Apeejay School Saket online Investiture Ceremony. We are happy to have you today, this afternoon with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great leaders harness personal courage, capture the hearts and minds of others, and empower new leaders to make the world a better place. Good evening and a warm welcome to the august gathering present here today. I extend a hearty welcome to our chief guest, our respected principals, our dear parents, teachers, and all the students, the promising leaders of tomorrow. We are immensely delighted by the presence of all who have joined us today to witness this solemn ceremony. We welcome you all. This is a special day indeed, as the newly constituted assembly, the Prefectorial Board of Apeejay School Saket, is ready to take on the charter of responsibilities and embark on its enriching and eventful journey. We are extremely honored by the benign presence of Ms. Monica Bhardwaj, IPS Deputy Commissioner of Police Crime Branch, as our esteemed chief guest for the evening. On behalf of Apeejay School Saket, I heartily welcome you, ma'am. We are limited by social distancing mandates due to the pandemic, yet we believe in finding ways to keep the tradition going, looking for opportunities to improvise ourselves, practicing leadership skills in the digital space. Hence, we hold this virtual investiture ceremony today, which is a very prestigious and memorable event in the lives of the new incumbents. This only evinces our resilient characteristic as we adapt to new situations successfully. We shall begin this auspicious investiture ceremony, cherishing the blessings of our beloved late chairman, Sir Dr. Satyapal, with the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a symbol of brightness that has always been equated with positivity, motivation, and a harbinger of good tidings. To make this day a blessed one, let us invoke the blessings of God through a soulful rendition of the shlokas in the melodious voice of our student, Adyasha Jina.
Karoti kalyanam Shubham karoti kalyanam Arogyam dhana sampada Shatru buddhi vinashaya Deepajyotir namostute Namostute Shubham karoti kalyanam.
We have been truly blessed to have grown under the able and exemplary guidance of unmatchable stalwarts as our leaders, mentors, and guides who have played a pivotal role in the overall growth and progress of the school. I request our respected principal, Sir, Dr. Sujit Eric Massey, to enlighten us further about our first family and to formally introduce our revered chief guest for the evening.
Thank you very much, ma'am. I am deeply indebted. Greetings to our esteemed chief guest, IPS Ms. Monica Bhardwaj ji, DCP Crime, Delhi. Gracious parents, teachers, colleagues, and my dear student leaders. With 50 plus years of striding ahead in the educational sphere, Apeejay Education is today a name to reckon with in the country and globally as well. The rich legacy of our founder chairman, Sir Satyapal Sir, is proliferating in the hands of his only child, Mrs. Sushma Paul Burlia, who recently was facilitated with the Lifetime Achievement Award by Dainik Jagran during its iconic awards 2021 for her remarkable achievements. Truly her illustrious father's daughter, we all are proud and honored to have her as our mentor and role model. With her unending list of achievements and awards, Madam Burlia has revolutionized leadership and is hardly any stranger to the high-profile leadership roles that she shoulders so gracefully. Hailed as one of the most promising business leaders of Asia by the Economic Times for her exemplary leadership qualities, Apeejay education has grown as a trusted brand of educational excellence under her dynamic leadership. A multi-dimensional personality, Mrs. Bhatia is a leading entrepreneur, industrialist, and educationist who has devoted her life to the nation building and global footprints. She is a humanitarian, a worthy daughter, a caring spouse, a nurturing mother, an indulgent grandmother, but above all, an alchemist who performs all her roles with great ease to create a shining and inspiring story. A woman of many parts, but the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Mrs. Bhatia was the first woman to lead a multi-state apex chamber of commerce in India, serving as the president of PHDCCI in 2005-6. She was the first woman in India to lead her own pharmaceutical company when not yet 30, and was the first woman entrepreneur for a major educational group in India. Mrs. Bhatia is a former member of the Board of Governors, IIT Roorkee, and a former chairperson, Board of Governors, NIT Jalandhar. She is the chairperson of ASSOCHAM, National Council for Ease of Doing Business, and is a member of the National Management Committee of ASSOCHAM and FICCI. In 1995, Mrs. Bhatia represented India at the UN World Social Summit at Copenhagen and delivered the keynote address on the role of women at their workplace. A humanitarian to the core, Mrs. Bhatia has always championed such causes as working for the physically challenged, economically weaker sections of the society and empowerment of women. Mrs. Sushma Paul Bhatia has won numerous awards and accolades for her immense contribution towards academia and industry. She was facilitated by the Skill Tree Knowledge Consortium at the House of Commons, London, for her contribution to the Indian education and industry. She was conferred the Hall of Fame Award by the Asian Leadership Awards, Dubai, and the prestigious Udyog Ratan Award as well. She was the recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award for promoting education for social cause by ASSOCHAM, the Mahatma Gandhi Samman at the House of Commons, the ET Inspiration Entrepreneur of India by Economic Times, and recently organized and honored as the most promising business leader of Asia by the Economic Times for demonstrating exemplary leadership qualities, amongst others. Very recently, she has received the Lifetime Achievement Award as a part of Dainik Jagran Iconic Awards 2021. The legacy has continued forward with the children of Madam Bhatia, the eldest being Mr. Nishant Bhatia, Mr. Aditya Bhatia, and the only daughter, Mrs. Neha Bhatia. It is my proud privilege to welcome our chief guest, a young and dynamic IPS officer, Mrs. Monica Bhardwaj, an Indian Police Services officer from the batch of 2009, recently posted as DCP Crime Delhi. Thank you very much, ma'am, on behalf of Team Apeejay School Saket, for sparing time out of your excessively busy schedule to be a part of us as our prefects adorn the responsibility of the Student Council. It is a privilege to have you amidst us, ma'am, since you are the epitome of duty, sacrifice, and service before self, the key characters that are desirable of a true leader. Students speaking on her appointment as DCP Crime Branch, Monica ma'am said, and I am quoting her words, "It feels good not only as a woman, but also as an officer to become DCP of the Delhi Crime Branch. The crime branch gives the scope to hit the crime at the base and gives you the time, space, and the resources." I unquote. She further added, and I am quoting, I came into the Indian Police Services IPS taking the word services very seriously. The two main jobs of a police officer are to ensure peace by maintaining law and order and to deliver justice. Policing gives you the power over people's lives to help someone who is facing a problem, unquote. Upon her inspiration, Monica ma'am said, and I am quoting, "I find inspiration from my parents." Mark the words, children. Monica ma'am, I am quoting Monica ma'am as she said, "I find inspiration from my parents who are hardworking and simple people. Everybody inspires me, but the first name that comes to your mind is IAS Officer Kiran Bedi ma'am. My father is a retired inspector from Delhi Police, and we used to keep hearing about Kiran Bedi ma'am, and that has been a great inspiration for me." These are the words of Monica ma'am. Such remarkable, such inspiring words, ma'am. Ma'am, you are now the inspiration and motivation for our children and younger generations. Time is not far when these young students witnessing this event will say in the success interviews that I found my inspiration in Monica Bhardwaj ma'am. Thanks for being there, ma'am, with us this evening. As we live in the new world order, where being online is the order of the day, it makes this investiture ceremony a very special event that is very different and exciting. Different because it is a virtual platform, and exciting as we move into the digital space to practice our leadership skills. There is nothing innovative about this, but it shows how it shows our ability to be resilient. When most people find COVID period challenging, especially with the dangers of the third wave knocking on our doors, we are looking for opportunities to improvise ourselves and better our act. This evinces our resilient character, and we adapt to new situations successfully. You, the Apeejayites, are understanding, you are empathetic, resilient, responsible, and always ready to take up new challenges. You have the ability to turn challenging situations into opportunities to learn new ways of working. You are now going to join the League of Leaders, children. Most people assume and believe leadership is a position, but I would like you to look at leadership as who you are. Great leadership starts with self-leadership. Today, before you are invested with a batch of leadership, let us try to figure out what is self-leadership. While leadership is to lead others, self-leadership is to lead yourself before you go ahead to lead others. And that is very important. La Su said, mastering others is a strength, but mastering oneself is true power. We at Apeejay believe that each student is a leader. Each student has the potential to master oneself. Each student is unique in a very, very special way. Therefore, you as leaders, children, must work upon the idea of leading yourself. Please make a note of the 3 steps that you can take to lead yourself. The first step is self-awareness. Look within yourself and find your inner voice, your personality, your character. Do you know yourself well enough? It is a kind of introspection that you have to do. Go looking for yourself in this self-awareness process with a checklist. Keep checking what is there, what is missing there, and keep it building up. Prepare a character trait checklist. Ask all those questions on the checklist that you would expect other students, your peers, to do. Once you complete this process, you will realize that you have some leadership traits to work upon, and therefore prepare a plan to overcome and better yourself. Life is a lifelong learning experience. Self-awareness helps you to overcome what you lack. This process empowers you to expect what to expect from others, what you have succeeded in doing. Set an example by practicing what you preach. The second step is self-reflection. After the day's work, spend some time on reflection. As a leader, you may face several challenges while performing your duties. Alternatively, spend either a few days in the morning reflecting and listening out to the priorities you need to address, or a few minutes in the evening to find out what went right and what went wrong in performing your duties. Daily reflections will help you sharpen your problem-solving skills. The third and the most important is self-regulation, children. The greatest challenge that most people face in this life is lack of time. Most people in positions of responsibility complain of too little time to complete too much work. Since you will assume a position of responsibility, you need to work around your available time as a student and then as a leader. Many student leaders get mixed up, and they either pay attention of doing their own things or doing the leadership thing. So self-regulation, to prioritize, plan, effectively use the limited time that you have is the safest approach. Every meeting that you hold should have an agenda and record the minutes of the meeting. This is your opportunity to practice leadership skills. You can practice these steps to transform yourself and to bring transformation in the school. You can do it, and that is why you are all here today, taking up the leadership responsibilities. Remember the quote, children. Each one of you know about it very well. With great power, there comes great responsibility. And it is now time to make it happen. Blessings and best wishes to each one of you. May God bless you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for that inspiring address. Leadership is practiced not so much in words as in attitude and in actions. We at Apeejay School Saket are committed to instilling in our students a strong sense of social responsibility, competence, commitment, and equipping them with the ability to differentiate between right and wrong. Our newly appointed Prefectorial Board is ready to take charge with grit and determination in their hearts, a sense of responsibility and willingness to face new challenges, as they have been taught to believe that it is never about role, it is always about the goal. I call upon Ms. Achal to read the citations of the Senior Prefectorial.
Today is a day of celebration, of commitment and sincerity. The Investiture Ceremony is a solemn occasion where all the young students are prepared to don the mantle of leadership and discharge the responsibilities entrusted upon them by the school. On this momentous occasion, we will acknowledge our budding leaders and repose our trust in them. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are truly a leader. I welcome the head girl of our school, Mehal Kanodia, a brilliant leader and an obedient student. She has always been respectful and displays strong leadership skills in all the tasks assigned to her. She is an excellent dancer and has commendable oratory skills. She has been practicing Odissi for the last 10 years and has also performed at various events in Delhi. She has bagged the Scholar Badge for 5 years consecutively. She's also been the Cultural Secretary for the session 2021. We are indeed proud to have her as the head girl of our school. Next up, we have the head boy of our school, Bhavya Mohindru. He is an extremely sincere student who exhibits commendable leadership skills. He has always put in earnest efforts in bringing laurels to the school. He has been involved in the school community, be it various inter-school events or having candid discussions with the students on a wide variety of real-life problems in various house competitions. He's also been working outside the school towards community development and social welfare. Along with the Uncut team, where he's ahead, Bhavya has worked towards collating a nationwide, state-wise resource list where over 9 lakh people reached. He has received immense appreciation and amplification from personalities and news channels, namely BBC, Channel News Asia, Indian Express, and more. Recently, he has been involved with raising around 2 lakhs towards COVID relief through a fundraiser. We all are so proud of you, Bhavya. Congratulations on being the head boy of our school. Coming up next, we have the President Students' Council, Garimal Yadav. She is a diligent leader and a reliable student. She's always shown willingness to participate in all school activities with complete dedication. She puts her heart and soul till the task reaches its completion. She was the youngest ever led programmer of the team to ever qualify the FLL European Open Championship from India. She won the 3rd prize in the FLL European Open Championship 2016 in robotics, where she represented India. She received the 8th prize in Robotics National and secured 2nd position in the state-level robotics competition. She's also won the Apeejay School Award for Human Values and Inspire Manak Award 2020 for the invention of earthquake-resistant buildings. She recently got certified as a Young Warrior under the Young Warrior program organized by the Indian government and UNICEF to tackle the worsening situations of COVID-19 in India. We are really proud of what you've accomplished. Your dedication and persistence is really commendable. Coming up next is the Vice President Students' Council, Aditya Thakur, an inquisitive student. He makes best use of opportunities and completes a specific goal with sincerity. Heartiest congratulations to all our dear students. Coming up next are the captains and vice captains of various houses. We have the Neptune House captain, Prateek Sulania, an observant student. He's always ready to assist his classmates. He shows intelligence and cooperation in all group activities. Next, we have Neptune House Vice Captain Anisha Ghosh. She's a dynamic student. She has the potential and aptitude of a leader and understands her responsibilities well. Coming up next, Jupiter House Captain Rudra Pratap Singh, a well-behaved and industrious student. He's an excellent writer and manages his responsibilities diligently. Coming up next, Jupiter House Vice Captain Anushka Suri, a zealous student who's always eager to perform in all cultural activities. She's capable of motivating others as well. Next, we have Mercury House Captain Akshat Surma, a thoughtful student. His efforts are praiseworthy. He participates in various inter-house competitions very well. Now we have Mercury House Vice Captain Aliza Ali, a sincere student. She's goal-oriented and a wonderful decision maker. She shoulders her responsibilities well. Coming up next, we have a Venus House Captain Aniket Sharma, an enthusiastic and a well-behaved student. He is a leader and inspires others to believe in what they do. Next up, we have Venus House Vice Captain Divisha Arora, a responsible and diligent student. She shows great willingness to go out of the way to serve others. She is a result-oriented student and always strives for excellence. Heartiest congratulations to all the students. I'm sure you will handle the responsibilities diligently. Coming up next, we have the wise head boy, Sudhanshu Kumar, a focused, well-mannered and motivated student. He has a strong sense of direction and is capable of utilizing the leadership qualities in the group. Next, we have Vice Head Girl Matangi Mishra, a reliable and a sincere student. She is confident and productive. She works towards her goals with great enthusiasm. Next up, we have the Cultural Secretary, Arushi Chabra. She is a charismatic dancer and gladly performs in all cultural activities. She demonstrates a genuine curiosity to explore new things. Next, we have Cultural Secretary Tisha Rana. She is a creative student. She displays excellent leadership skills and shoulders her responsibilities well. Coming up next, we have the Vice Cultural Secretary, Parth Sabharwal, a cheerful student who goes an extra mile in order to reach perfection in the task assigned to him. His efforts to do his best are praiseworthy. Coming up next, we have the Vice Cultural Secretary, Tanya Joshi, an inquisitive student. She's capable of pushing her limits and can work as a commendable leader. It is the writer who might catch the imagination of young people and plant a seed that will flower and come to fruition. We have the first member of the editorial board, Shambhavi Lakhanpal, a considerate and determined student. She is goal-oriented and a good decision maker. She shoulders her responsibilities well. Coming up next, the second member of the editorial board, Rajv Sinha, an ever cheerful and active student. She is self-motivated and loves to read and write. Following her, we have the third member of the editorial board, Arushi Upadhyay, a talented student. She always shows great willingness to go out of the way to serve those in need. She is a result-oriented student and strives hard for excellence. Coming up next, the last member of the editorial board, Tarini Nagpal, a dexterous student. Her confidence inspires positivity in others. She's productive and works towards her goals with sincerity. Thank you, children. Sport has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It speaks to the youth in a language they understand. It is more powerful than governments in breaking down racial barriers. It laughs in the face of all types of discrimination. Now we have the sports captain, Jayant Pisht, an athletic student. He gladly participates in all sport-related activities with enthusiasm. Following him, vice sports captain, Shivam, an energetic student. He is a reliable person and a diligent leader. Next, we have vice sports captain, Diya Nirvan, a proactive student. She shows great willingness to go out of the way to serve others. Now we have the discipline in charge, Pushkar Dhacha, a well-behaved student and an attentive one. He likes to use the opportunities to understand the course of action to reach a specific goal. Next up, we have another discipline in charge, Shambhavi Lakhanpal, an obedient, disciplined, and responsible student. She gladly participates in group activities. Next, we have quiz master Deepthi Raghuram, a talented student. She doesn't mind going an extra mile in order to reach perfection in the task assigned to her. Following her, we have the historian, Toshani Mitra, a cultured student. She displays excellent leadership skills and shoulders her responsibilities well. Coming up next, we have the conservationist, Raghav Mehta, a sincere and hardworking student. Following him, we have another conservationist, Ambika Bansal, a caring person with an extraordinary talent to nurture and protect the environment. Heartiest congratulations to all the students. Let us give them a huge round of applause. The fact is, discipline is only punishment when imposed on you by someone else. When you discipline yourself, it is not a punishment but empowerment. Now, we have the Assembly Commander, Aryan Ghai, an enthusiastic student. He is capable of pushing his limits and can work as a commendable leader. Next up, we have the Second Assembly Commander, Sirisha Bhatia, a calm and well-mannered student, always eager to perform in all activities. She is capable of motivating others to be participative and passionate. Coming up next, we have the Vice Assembly Commander, Medansh Balyan, a hardworking student. He shows great willingness to go out of the way to help others in need. He's a result-oriented student and strives hard for excellence. Following him, now we have the Vice Assembly Commander, Ikra Naz, an attentive student. Her confidence inspires positivity in others. She is productive and works sincerely towards a goal. Coming up next, we have the Gender Ambassador, Ishan Pandey, a talented and well-mannered student. We have another Gender Ambassador, Prakriti Bhatnagar, a well-behaved and a responsible student. Congratulations, dear students. Let us please have a huge round of applause for them. A class representative is a student who represents the views of his or her class on academic matters to the class teacher and the subject teachers. The types of issues would mainly impact the quality of education and the ability to study effectively, such as assessments and teaching facilities. For class 6A, we have Anvisha Hota. She is a versatile student. For 6B, we have Saida Maliha Ahmed. She is an enthusiastic student. For 7A, we have Mayuk Mukherjee, a disciplined student. For 7B, we have Adam Pashneen, a hardworking and inspiring student. Following him, we have for 8A, Riyansh Pandey, a talented student. Next, for 8B, Sarthik Prasad. He is a well-mannered student. Following him, for 9th A, we have Puneet Signal, a sincere student. For 9B, Janvi Dhingra, a well-organized and a motivated student. For 9C, Ankita Sarangi, an industrious and talented student. Next up, we have for 10th A, Ranveer Thakran, an intelligent and attentive student. For 10B, Ajuni Son, a well-behaved and a sincere one. For 10C, we have Shreya Lal. She's a well-mannered and a sincere student. For 11A, Gurleen Kaur, a highly motivated and energetic student. For 11B, Aditya Panda, a well-organized and a motivated student. For class 12A, Rishita Mohan, a talented and a sincere student. For 12B, Upinder Singh Babra, an intelligent and a disciplined student. Last but not the least, for class 12C, Saima Syed, a diligent and a helpful student. Heartiest congratulations to all the students. I'm sure you will abide by all the duties and fulfill your responsibilities with utmost sincerity and diligence. Thank you everyone for being such a patient audience.
Thank you, ma'am. I now call upon Ms. Seema Pasi to read the citations for the Junior Prefectorial Board.
Thank you, Amrina. A very warm welcome to our most honorable guest, Principal Sir, parents, and my dear students. I now invite the Junior Prefectorial Board to come forward and seek blessings from our most honorable guest. To begin with, we have our head girl for the session 2021-22, Isba. She heads this prestigious post for possessing the right balance of positive thoughts, energy, and enthusiasm. She has the will to work. Congratulations, Isba. Now we have our head boy for the session 2021-22, Dhruv Heaven Malhotra, a very assertive child who believes that goals in life should be backed by good actions. He is a perfect combination of talent, sincerity, and hard work. Congratulations to both of you. Now we have Ipsa, our wise head girl. She conquers, she believes, she can do it. Our wise head girl believes and works with a spirit of unending joy. She loves her work and dreams to achieve the best and not rest. Congratulations, Ispa. Now we have Pushkar, our wise head boy. Pushkar is a very cheerful, confident, and an enthusiastic student. He is very creative, kind, and helpful. Congratulations and welcome to the Junior Prefectorial Board. Now we have Kervi Kapoor as our cultural secretary. Dignity with efficiency is her hallmark. Her work is a reflection of her quest for achievement and success. Congratulations, Kervi Kapoor. Following her is Megha Sulani. Megha is a cultural secretary, a blessed and a creative, imaginative mind. The will to stir the students of primary wing to more cultural activities and quality performances is their goal. Congratulations and welcome to the Junior Prefectorial Board. Now we have our sports captain, Pirzada Hussain. He is ready to take up the task of a coach. He understands the importance of the old saying, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Congratulations, Pirzada, for becoming our sports captain. Now we have Ayan Ahmed, our sports captain. He leads the primary sports wing with a fine example of hard work, commitment, honesty, and dedication. Congratulations to both of you, and may your team bring glory and laurels to Apeejay School, Saket. Congratulations. A very important wing of the Prefectorial Board. They help in making the things happen in all the four corners of the primary wing. Light is a task when many share the toy. We have our class representatives. To begin with, we have Adya Seni. She is always eager to work with a smile and charm everybody. Congratulations, Adya. Next comes Darsh Suri. He completes his work with a sense of pride and happiness. Congratulations, Darsh. Next we have Gurshan. Gurshan is a very dependable, sincere, smart, and a very honest student. Congratulations, Gurshan. Next, we have Asmi. Asmi is a fine example of determination and pledges to make all the difficult tasks very easy with her smile. Congratulations, Asmi. Now we have Nidhirao. Nidhirao is a very fine, disciplined student. She's a fine example of commitment and hard work. Congratulations, Nidhi. Now we have Himang, a very cooperative and a willing worker who works with a positive attitude and a smile on his face. Congratulations, Himang. Now we have Anad. Anad has an inner power to accomplish excellence in all the fields, and he's ready to take up the task of a class representative. Congratulations, Anad. We have Chaitanya, a willing worker who's willing to shoulder all responsibilities with a very positive attitude. Congratulations, Chaitanya. Now we have Parth. Parth is a very confident, smart, intelligent child who promises to soar high and live up to the school motto, soaring high is his nature. Now we have Fahad, a very intelligent, smart, and a committed child who believes that his hard work, patience, honesty is going to give him laurels. Congratulations to you. And he works towards passion and commitment of his goals. Congratulations to all the Junior Prefectorial Board members. Now we have Anshuman Sarangi, in charge impetus. He is a very sincere, dedicated worker. He believes that every day is a gift and work is a joy for him. It's a pleasure for him. Following him is Srinjani Rao, who believes and hopes to stir the primary wing from within. And they are all set to make the primary wing work towards values, good conduct, a positive attitude with a lot of happiness and lot of goodwill. Once again, congratulations to all the members of our Junior Prefectorial Board. God bless you all, and may success be with your hard work and dedication, because you believe that soaring high is your nature. They are all geared up to make the year 2021-22 a year full of learning and achievement. Congratulations and blessings to all the members of Student Council. I now invite Amreen ma'am to take the proceedings further. Thank you.
Thank you, Seema ma'am. Hearty congratulations to all the members of the Junior and Senior Prefectorial Board. Our dynamic student leaders stand prepared to shoulder their responsibilities with vigor, zest, and newfound enthusiasm. As has been the tradition, we shall now witness the formal oath-taking ceremony. I request all the members of the Senior and Junior Prefectorial Board to kindly get ready for the oath-taking ceremony.
Oath position, please.
Request all the members to rise up and extend their right arm for the ceremony. Kindly to make yourselves visible on the screen. I now request Masi, our principal, to administer the oath to the newly constituted Prefectorial Board.
We, the members of the Prefectorial Board, pledge to uphold the dignity, prestige, and honor of the school. We promise to abide by the rules and regulations of the school and adhere to the values of honesty, truthfulness, and fair play. We will work with sincerity and dedication for the fulfillment of the school motto, soaring high is my nature. At ease, please. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, dear children. I request all the members to take their seats. We are indeed honored by the gracious presence of Madam Monica Bhardwaj, DCP Crime, as our venerable chief guest, who has found time from her busy schedule to be with us on this important occasion. I now request our honorable chief guest, Ms. Monica Bhardwaj, to address the zealous trailblazers and enlighten them with her words of wisdom to motivate our young leaders as they take up their new role. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Really thank all of you for me as a chief guest. Really an honor for me. And I can see you have an extremely talented group of students here. And I congratulate all the students who have been just shown on screen. I could see what a talented group they are, from cultural to sports to especially the head girl and the head boy. I congratulate you all, junior as well as senior prefectorial board. My congratulations to you. And this is a wonderful ceremony. I'm getting updated also that I know how these are being conducted nowadays. So I'm really enjoying it also. Again, thank you for having me here. Dear children, I'll start with the word investiture or the ceremony that you are having. What does this mean? This means, I've written it down because I never went into the meaning of this word for earlier. Investing a person with an honor or a rank. So you're being honored, you're being given a rank that you have completed this stage and you're going to the next level. So of course, this is a day that we should congratulate you all and give you a word of advice to what next you should do and what we probably expect of you. This education that we all get. And we have two words in English, education and literacy. The things that you read and write, you learn, that make you literate. I feel you become a really educated person once you know the meaning of this education, the things that you have learned, and you understand the value of it. Whatever you're learning in school, you should understand it, the meaning, and the value it hold in your life. So going ahead with that, I will not even call it my advice to you all. Just as it's like senior to you, I'll say, because I'm like maybe 20 years back or even more, 30 years back, I used to be in school. And, from that, I've traveled a lot. I've come, in my life now, in 37, gone through a lot. So whatever I could gather from my experience, I'd just like to share with you all. And obviously, being a citizen of this country, what I expect from my fellow citizens. We have very young children here, and we have children up to the class 12th here. So I'd like to speak to you all. In your life, make it your motto that whatever you do, you'll do it with absolute integrity and honesty. That is very, very important in our lives. When we start thinking of getting something more than for what we have worked, it never will take you to, you will never feel good about it. You will in your heart know that I did not work for it. When I talk about integrity and honesty, it's not about only in financial terms that I'm talking about. If I can say in Hindi, man, vachan, karam, or buddhi. You have to be honest in what you do, karm. You have to be honest in your heart. You have to be honest in your mind. And you have to be honest in your words also, the promises that you make. So integrity, don't take it the word only in terms of the finances. Maybe I'm not talking about the money part only. Your overall personality should be of an honest person, of a person with integrity, because that is very, very important. And I can tell you that I've seen in my life, that I've seen people who are around me who have lived by this motto, that they do extremely well in their life. Because in life you will learn money is not everything. So be honest, have this integrity in your personality. Second thing that I always talk about to children is hard work. That is going to take you places. It never goes waste. Hard work is never wasted. And it is really important that you work hard in your life. These initial years, my parents tell me, because I have young children, they said till 5 years, till they get 5, they are 5-year-old, you pamper your children. But after 5, you make them work hard, and I completely agree with them. Unless probably you go to college, in your school time, you work very hard, because that is going to stay with you. That is going to be the basic foundation of how your life is going to be. And these are the years, you are young, you have all the energy, your brains are blooming, so you can really, you can learn everything you want, you can perform everything, you can play whatever sports you want to play, you have all the energy, you have all the, you know the vital energy of the universe is with you. So these are the times that you should work hard. And I really pray to God that he gives you that inspiration, that you all work very hard and do very well with your lives. We keep on listening a lot of stories about other countries, how Japanese, they are, what all value systems they are told in their schools itself, how Israelis are very hardworking. So we hear all those stories, but these are not stories. Total sum of that makes a nation. This is a nation, this is our country, India, that we should be indebted to. There are countries, many countries in Africa and other parts of the world where you don't get even the basic. They don't have facilities for proper education. They don't have freedom to do things that you want to do. Our ancestors have sacrificed so much in their lives, so much. You, in your history books, you are reading how the Indian freedom struggle went. So many people have sacrificed their life. So we should not be thankless to our ancestors. They have paid huge price for what we have today. We should value that. And we should take our country forward. It is our responsibility. We owe it to them. We owe it to our ancestors who have sacrificed their life, whatever they had, for the time that we have now, the facility that we have now, the good schools, colleges that we have now, the good hospitals that we have in this country now. So, as good citizens, we should make our efforts to take the country forward, because it is from this country that we have got it all. And it is this country that has provided us all the facilities so that our personality, our life can become what it is today. You need to have your priorities very, very clear in life. And, as life will have it, you need to have your priorities clear very early. I will not burden this, with this, the junior classes, but the the children who are in 11th class or 12th standard, they probably need to get their priorities right. They need to understand what they want to do with their life. So, I feel earlier it is better. I did not know when I was in 11th class that I was going to become an IPS officer. But yes, I knew that I'm going to serve my society in some way. My life is not going to be about something, about maybe a high paying job, about my comforts. I was very clear at that 11th or 12th standard that it is going to be about service to my fellow citizens, service to my country. So I'm not asking you pinpoint that you're going to become this, you're going to earn this much money. No, that you can do. If you have that clarity, it is wonderful. But yes, you have your priorities clear, that what are you going to make of your life, how it is going to be useful to your parents, to your society, to your country. That especially the 11th and the 12th standard student can start thinking, at least thinking about it. You don't have to make any decisions as of now. You are the anchor of our country, our future. What we are going to be in future, what this country is going to be in future, depends upon all of you. That's a lot of burden that you have on your shoulders. I'm not trying to scare you off or something, but believe me, 10 years down the line, our country will be what you all are going to be. It will not be about us, it is going to be about you. So I take extreme proud in the kind of nurturing that you all are getting in your school. I feel really great about it, that your teachers, they invest so much time, they invest so much into you. But this is to make you a great person, a good citizen of this country, and so that our country have a good future. It all depends upon you. And you don't have to do much. You just work hard, as I say, you have faith in yourself, you work honestly, as I say. It should be a part of your personality to be honest, to be, to have integrity, because that goes a long way. I have another rule in my life, like that I stick to and I believe in it, that everything what goes around comes around. If you are doing good, it will come back to you. If you are talking, if you are saying the truth, it will come back to you. If you are doing wrong, that is also going to come back to you. So probably, only the good thing they multiply and come back. If you are doing something good, it will multiply and it will come back to you. I can just give you my best wishes, and this is another part that is very close to my heart for both boys as well as girls, and even the other teachers and principals, whosoever is in the ceremony with me. Respect women. That is a part, no, the young children are much better than our generation. I'm really happy to see the way kids grow up, and you have a gender commanders. I could see that is a wonderful thing that school is doing. But still, because this is a practice, the kind of society that we have now, it has become so over a period of thousands of years. So those practices are so ingrained in us that these are not going to leave us just like that in a matter of 1 year, 10 year, or even 20 years. For generations, we have to work. But it is important that we learn to have equality in our society, that we respect women in our true sense, but that will come. I have a lot of hope with the generation that is coming up. They are such wonderful children, and our schools have a lot of credit to their part, that we are raising such wonderful children. We are raising such wonderful student in your schools, and that is all I have to say. I'll congratulate again, and just be good citizens of this country. I keep repeating this because this is something really close to my heart. I again congratulate you, your parents, and I thank again Apeejay School, all the members, all the teachers, for having me here. It is not going to be a long speech. It is not going to be something new that I'm saying to you. But yes, all these things I feel about, and I thought that I should share with you all. Again, congratulations, and thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. Your words are truly inspiring, ma'am. You are a source of motivation for our younger generation. Thanks for being there today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your inspirational oration. Such profound thoughts. It will surely be remembered and will certainly motivate our students to discharge their duties to the best of their ability. Leaders inspire others first by what they are and then by what they do. As has been the tradition of the school, we invite the head girl and the head boy of the previous session to hand over the charge to the present head boy and head girl. We are truly happy to have amidst us our ex-head girl, Ms. Kashish Nathani, and our ex-head boy, Arnav Kapoor, who are all set to entrust the charter of responsibilities and duties to the new incumbents. They have been role models for many students here and have made the school proud. I now call upon Kashish Nathani, our former head girl, to share her memories and experiences as the head girl with the distinguished audience.
Thank you, Amreen ma'am. Good evening, respected Principal Sir, our esteemed Chief Guest, teachers, and the newly elected members of the Prefectorial Board. At the onset, I would like to thank all my teachers who entrusted me with the responsibility of the head girl of the school for the previous session. I will always be grateful for the experience and the knowledge I've gained over the past year, and for the words of wisdom that I have imbibed from all of our previous leaders. When I look back over the past year, I see a big roller coaster ride. COVID, lockdown, online classes, such a dynamic environment which no one had ever experienced before. But the only thing that kept us sane, or which kept us going, was the constant support of our teachers and the infinite rays of optimism they sent our way. Being the head girl of the school during the past year initially seemed to be a challenging task in an unexplored territory, with a lot of uncertainty about how we were supposed to function. But with coordinated and consistent efforts throughout the year, we overcame that challenge and emerged victorious. With sheer hard work and determination of all the members, we were able to organize multiple events last year through Zoom. We kept in touch with students of all classes with the help of class representatives. House competitions were held online, and all of this was done vivaciously. It was a very different, but at the same time, an enriching experience for all of us. And I would like to thank all the members and the teachers who worked hard harmoniously with us throughout the year. I do believe that being entrusted with a responsibility does not mean that you have something to leave hold of, but rather it is an opportunity to give something. It is honorary to be given the opportunity to bring about a change in the school, to let your voices be heard and leave a lasting impact. A prefect serves as a role model and a guiding light to the students, someone they look up to. And it's always about moving forward gracefully with everyone. The best piece of advice I can give to our newly elected members is that unity will always be your strength. At a time when we're all in different places, communicating through a simple Zoom call or a text, staying connected to one another and being active is the best thing you can do. You have to effectively bridge the gap between students and teachers and communicate constructively with both ends to ensure proper functioning. I do believe that the newly elected members have the potential to be the change, think out of the box to implement new ideas, and soar the flag of the school even higher to boundless heights. With this, I would like to congratulate our newly elected members and pass on the duties to the deserving future. And I'm sure they will make everyone proud. To conclude, I would like to say that the secret of change is to focus all of your energy not on fighting the old, but on building the new. For the best verse hasn't been rhymed yet. The best house hasn't been planned. The mightiest rivers aren't spanned. And the chances have just begun. For the best jobs haven't been started. And the best work hasn't been done. Thank you.
Thank you, Kashish, for sharing those precious memories and thoughts. I now invite our former head boy, Arnav Kapoor, to share his reminiscences of school life and the title he carried.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Marine, ma'am. Leaders become great, not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. In the confrontation of the stream and the rock, the stream always wins, not through the strength, for it is just flowing water, but through persistence. Honorable Chief Guest, Ms. Monica Bharadwaj, ma'am, respected Principal Sir, dear teachers, and my fellow members of the newly constituted Prefectorial Board, a very good evening to all of you. I hope and pray that everyone, as well as their families, are in good health. I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the school for making me a part of this ceremony today. This is a significant as well as a special moment because this is my first event of the school of which I'm a part of as a pass out and not as a student. Just last year, I was here taking charge as the head boy of Apeejay School Saket with pride and zeal. And here I am now, ready to pass the baton to the new vibrant heads of the Prefectorial Board. Reminiscing my experience as the head boy, it sure was a very unconventional one. There were times where I didn't even feel like I was the head boy. And why not? I think I was the only head boy in the history of school or the school who couldn't visit the school for a whole year. The pandemic forced us to remain within the confines of our homes, and I did miss on the day-to-day challenges, roles, and duties I would have otherwise performed to the best of my abilities. I most certainly missed the feeling of going to school every day, proudly wearing the head boy badge. Yet I enjoyed accomplishing all the duties of my role whenever I could, all the demands that were asked throughout the year. Here, I would like to remind the present Prefectorial Board that when you're entrusted with that coveted title, remember it comes with some heavy responsibilities and then it becomes immaterial where you function from. What remains important is your commitment and dedication that should not be limited by any transient adversities that we faced. On many occasions throughout the year, as representatives of the school, it will be your foremost job to uphold all the duties assigned to you with integrity and diligence and carry forward the name of the school to greater heights. Keep the connect strong and the bond thriving. Put your best foot forward to surmount any challenges thrown at you and let the legacy of Apeejay School Saket soar higher. The strength of the team is each individual member. The strength of each member is the team. I would like to congratulate all the well-deserved members of the newly constituted Prefectorial Board. My sincere advice to all of you would be to work in tandem in the daily functioning of the school to help your fellow members, fellow mates excel in their abilities, work with love, dedication, and commitment to achieve new laurels for the school. I am absolutely certain that under the brilliant leadership of Mihail Kanodia and Bhavya Mohindru, Apeejay School Saket will scale greater heights in scholastic and co-scholastic areas as the present Prefectorial Board shall work together to add glory and grandeur to our school, our dear school, our second home. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnav. That was indeed beautiful. Thank you for sharing those valuable memories. I now invite Mehal Kanodia, our head girl for the year 2021-22, to address the gathering and present the vision of the Prefectorial Board. Over to you, Mehal.
Thank you so much, ma'am. A wise man once said, the greatest journeys in life begin with the smallest steps. My journey of a lifetime began with the smallest step through those gates of Apeejay School Saket, which led me through the doors of an extraordinary school where my journey of self-discovery and self-development began. And now I find within me this fire to give back to school all that it has given to me from the past 14 years. And this post of the head girl will only be the fuel to that fire. This is what drives me. Respected Principal Sir, teachers, and my fellow council members, a very good afternoon to all of you. I, Mehal Kanodia, along with the Prefectorial Board, stand here with great pride and honor as the elected representatives for the session 2020 to 2021. We feel so grateful for this opportunity having been bestowed upon us to take forward the beacon of Apeejay School Saket to reach greater heights, to conquer new horizons, and to keep the flag flying high. As I stand here as the head girl of Apeejay Saket, my journey in the school was just like a roller coaster ride. In the words of famous Bruce Lee, knowledge gives you power, but characters gives you respect. Apeejay Saket has been nurturing the budding talent, confidence, and skill in the students for the past 33 years by throwing at us various challenges and giving each student enormous chance to participate in multifarious curricular and co-curricular activities. I still remember that day when I wasn't selected in the board of prefects in the primary school. That was the time when I started doubting on myself and my capabilities. But my beloved teachers discovered the latent talent in me and brought out by selecting me as the host of the inter-house competition. And that was the first time I was ever given an opportunity to polish my mirror of potential, which used to be covered with the dust of self-doubt. And this was the turning point of my life. Being invigorated by this newly found confidence, I started taking an initiative to enhance my productivity in other regions of my life under the able guidance of my teachers. Thanks to all the teachers who were always a constant support. I would also like to thank all my friends sitting here who stood beside me and helped me in all the possible ways they could through the thick and thin in my life. Finally, I would like to thank my parents, the people I owe everything to. Thank you so much, Mom and Dad, for always believing in me and for always making me believe that I have the capability to achieve whatever I dreamed and whatever I desired. There have been times I would have given up, but thanks to you for never leaving my hand regardless of any situation I had to face. And thanks to everyone who helped me build my steps towards the path of success. And now, for this session, the Prefectorial Board aims to bridge the gap between students and teachers to provide an ear to both the ends and henceforth facilitate extraordinary growth. We will not only address overall issues and help in organizing events, but at the same time also address the immediate responsibilities and reforms needed while abiding by the norms and traditions of the school. Our prime objective is to follow the trail which has been left behind by our founder chairman, Sir, late Dr. Saket, who continues to inspire us with his journey and consistent work towards living and fulfilling his dream. Soaring high is my nature. It is said that a team is like a tool set. Not one tool can do all the jobs, but all the tools together can do wonders. The footsteps which have been left behind by our previous leaders serve as an epitome to us of the greatness which we can achieve if we work together as a team. We as prefects aim to contribute to the betterment of the school and be the change to uphold its glory. We also promise to uphold the human values which have always been a major part of our learning environment and promote the values of humility, kindness, gratitude, and empathy. In these challenging times, while keeping with the need of the hour, more emphasis will be laid on the duties of class representatives, which will be in a direct contact to ensure that online learning is facilitated properly with minimum hindrances. We will strictly address issues like indiscipline and irregular tendencies, which will also help in providing assistance to our hardworking teachers who are working round the clock to make online learning more impactful and efficient. We also plan to reinstate the relationship between junior and senior prefectorial board for effective management of the school and to work upon junior and senior relationships. This time, this council would like to set up an anonymous section on Moodle, where students can seek help, give ideas and suggestions anonymously. The feed would be regularly checked by selective students who will be a part of the mental health council, along with the student council, of course. We also aim to keep multiple mental health and well-being workshops with the aim to bring awareness amongst the students. We'd like to propose more competitions specifically in the domain of technology and using it in creative ways. In this online era, a magnitude of interesting competitions on domains such as esports, tech quizzes, photography, digital caricaturing, etc. can be held. Specifically, esports have been shown to increase hand-eye coordinations and motor skills, and even have been shown to improve the quick visualization and improve the ability to understand concepts figuratively. Last but not least, we plan to collaborate more strongly with the Interact Club members and come up with new altruistic plans to help the needy in such hard times. Today is the happiest day for me, but at the same time, this badge makes me remind that I'm not given this badge just to be happy. It is given to accomplish all these duties which I ought to do. I have always believed that leaders are created and not born. And thus my message to all the upcoming leaders shall be, with integrity, insight, inclusiveness, and a relentless spirit, you can unlock the hidden treasure of your talents and abilities, because a bird sitting on the tree is never afraid of the branch breaking, since its trust is not on the branch, but on her nature, which wants to soar high in the sky. This is Mehul Kanodia signing in as the head girl of the Apeejay School, Saket. Thank you so much for bearing me and being such a good audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Mehul. That was truly well enunciated. I now request Bhavya Mohindru, our head boy for the session 2021-22, to put forth his views and present his speech.
Thank you, Amreen ma'am. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. A warm greetings to all, honorable chief guests, respected principal sir, esteemed teachers, proud parents, my fellow prefects, students, mom, dad. My name is Bhavya Mohindru. I'm a student of class 12th Commerce, and today I also get the opportunity to say that I'm the head boy of Apeejay School, Saket. I may fall short of words to express my emotions today. I feel surreal, I feel grateful, I feel a bunch of emotions, honestly. And today, I, along with the Prefectorial Board, stand here with great pride to take forward the beacon of the school and reach even greater heights. Inspired and motivated by the able mentorship, guidance, and blessings of a dear chairman, sir, late Dr. Satyapal, we are committed to following the school motto, soaring high is our nature. And today, we pledge to soar higher and higher. Whether it be his meticulous planning, his punctuality, or his flawless execution, he's always been a source of inspiration and a guiding force for the board. We feel privileged to have grown up and blossomed in this blessed institution. Here, amidst this August gathering today, I still recall standing in the corridors while it was raining, the joy of getting a substitution and the chili potatoes that, if you think about it, weren't really that good, but hold a very special place in our hearts. I still recall the feeling of getting to wear the school blazer for the first time, and the time I was announced the head boy of class 5 and given a badge for being part of the Prefectorial Board. It's been 13, almost 14 years in this institution, and for around 6 of them, I've seen people giving this speech, people who I looked up to. We have Kashish and Arnav here, the outgoing head girl and head boy, and even batches before them. People who've always been willing to push forward, to get things done, and were there to help. And I'm extremely proud to say that we'll be taking that legacy forward. We, because it's said that the way a team plays as a whole determines its success. And like I said before, and like I'll keep saying, being a head boy for me starts with being a key player of the community of Apeejay School, Saket. The Prefectorial Board also aims to continue with the initiatives whose seeds were planted last year, namely more interactive talks between students like the candid discussions and the by students for students sessions that were planned on a wide variety of topics. Continuing off of what Mehul said, everyone knows how different these times have been, but I'd like to take advantage of the online medium to broaden the horizon of our school by proposing more inter-school events in creating ways by utilizing our current situation. Of course, along with the Dr. Satyapal Maths Quest, Chunauti, and the Science Quest. I'd also like to propose more involvement of students in these events, not just as participants, but also as organizers and moderators by coming up with interesting ideas, methods, and implementing them along with the teachers. In the end, I'd like to express my heartfelt gratitude again towards the school and the students for giving me this opportunity. Today, I crave and want all those PT periods that were taken as teaching periods. The fighting for each individual mark till I got it increased, the sweat and tears shed in the canteen line trying to get food. And honestly, at this point, even sitting in the classrooms and paying attention to the lecture, at least partly. I'm extremely grateful for this institution and the opportunity that has been bestowed upon me. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhavya. That was very eloquently expressed. Let us fill this glorious moment with the ever-inspiring school song, resonating the school motto that ignites us to conquer greater horizons. Request all the members of the Prefectorial Board to join in the singing. That was so melodious. Before you are a leader, success is all about growing yourself. When you become a leader, success is all about leading others. I'm sure this Prefectorial Board for the year 2021-22 has the capacity to translate their vision into reality. Congratulations to our newly invested office bearers of the Prefectorial Board and the proud parents present here. We are sure you'll live up to the trust and confidence we repose in you. I now invite Ms. Ritesh Sharma, our curriculum coordinator, to propose. Over to you, ma'am.
A very cherished good evening to all of you. Once a great man whispered, feeling thankful and not expressing it is like wrapping a gift and not giving it. I, on behalf of Apeejay School Saket, would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Ma'am Monica Bharadwaj for inspiring us. Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us with your inspiring and motivating words. You are an exemplary person, and we can learn a lot from you. The wheels of the program started about a month ago. It required extensive planning and a bird's eye for detail. We are fortunate to be mentored and guided by our principal sir at every step of the program. Thank you, sir, for your support and guidance. With deep sense of appreciation, I would like to thank all our dedicated teachers for their untiring efforts and the technical team for executing this program. Hearty congratulations to the newly inducted leaders. Always remember, true leadership is built on 3 R's: respect for self, respect for others, and responsibility of their actions. God bless you all. Our sincere gratitude goes out to all the parents for their rock-solid support and encouragement. Looking forward to a very fruitful association with you for more such programs. Thank you once again, all of you, for your gracious presence. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. With this, we come to the end of this ceremony. Thank you everyone for joining us. Have a great evening.
Thank you very much, Monica ma'am. Thank you, entire team. Kudos to the entire Prefectorial Board. And thank you, parents, for joining us.